Okay, we are back in Factory Town, and for some reason, I always start on that page anyway. Um, okay, so directly feed resources into any other side or level. Okay, so that's telling us stuff we already know. Do kind of want to read those because they are kind of important, I guess. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a farm, doing herbs. This is looking a little bit slow. I think we need some more workers in here because this needs to be sped up a bit. We got tons of fish, but the fish oil is just not getting there. Although, this is slowly going down. What do we do here? What do we do? I think we might need another fishery. Oh, this is... Yeah, we might need another fishery to go into this guy, but... Okay, no, it's gone up. It's gone up. It's full of fish now. Okay, very interesting. So if we do this... I don't know, because I just put like 4 people in here and 4 people in there to try and get a bit more output. And I suppose it is getting me blue coins, so that's good. That's definitely good. So, what are we doing? I think we had a focus, and that focus was mining, which we actually started researching. So yeah, let's get a move on here. We got plenty of buildings with 5 people in them though, so that's that's very interesting though, because we're using 5. If we just use 1, then we've got 150. So we've used 4 extra people just to double our speed. That's not great efficiency. That's really not great efficiency. But what do we do here? Can we improve this? Okay, you are going to go over there. And you can't do that. Okay, so this guy's fine. It does have 5 workers, but unfortunately we can't have both of these foresters on the same lumber mill sort of deal. We could have another lumber mill set up over here. Maybe that's what we should do. And then have another conveyor belt going in there. Because unfortunately the splitters and the splitters and the other things are not great in this game. Okay, you're on a high cliff. You are not... I'm not happy with that. Okay. Might have to do some terraforming here. Okay. Okay. There was some flatten options as well. And we can't really do that. Buildings. And a lumber mill. Okay. Okay, I think this works. So you are going to do paper. We are going to get a conveyor belt going out there. Now, technically, we need the big ones, I think. Or do we? Do we need the big ones? I'm not so sure. Let's do the big ones anyway, because we can afford it here. Let's have a look here. it's a bit hard to sort of tell. Okay, so we flatten this up. Okay, so that's like that. So we just gotta push this down. Okay, we got a flat-ish area there. I think we're going to need a forester here. So this will be 2 spaces away. Or we can put it 1 space away. And then the forester is going to be wood. And then we're going to build... So this is going to be the painful bit, because we need more of these tree planters, which cost a bunch of iron. So, yeah. And we won't put them too close to the school, because we might want to do some other stuff later. Hopefully, all of these guys are close enough. So these are going to grow, and then that's going to work. We want a path, a metal conveyor belt. I believe that's the front of it. Yes, that definitely should be. So these guys will all grow. And once they get to 100%, then we should have another one of these dudes. So I'm going to put you down to 1. I'll put you down to 1 as well. Because, yeah, you're just doing exactly the same thing. So... and lumber mill 1. So we just saved... We removed 8 workers, but we added 2 for this process. So, yeah, it's definitely more efficient to have this sort of situation. Which again makes it very difficult because of the whole water situation. How could we do this? See, the problem is, if, say, there was a much larger gap and we could put a 3rd lumber mill here, we could not... There would be nowhere to put this... the extra thing, because we'd have to move it from over the water or something like that, which is a pain in the ass. Are these growing? I just want to make sure that this system is working before we kind of finish it off. Kind of finish this off. I suspect it will though, so we'll move over there. We'll do the paper. So it takes 2 seconds to produce a piece of wood. And this takes 4 seconds, but it takes 2 wood. So these are pretty well balanced. Yeah. So you see 8, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's pretty well balanced. Okay, so we're actually starting to balance this stuff now. Now this has got a bunch of trees. Quite a lot of trees, so that's fine. This doesn't have as many trees. Oh, here we go. It's outputting stuff. The stuff that it's outputting is not going anywhere. What is your problem? What is your problem? Paths. It's got to be because it's on a ridge or something like that anyway. Can we still do this? X. We'd have to... We can't flatten these because of the trees that are on there. Flatten this bit. Okay. I think this is okay because the back half of it is going into the ground. So that should be okay. Then we can put this metal conveyor. Now it's highlighted red. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so now that's doing paper. Now we've got paper coming out. Do we? We do. We've got paper coming out in both directions. Excellent. And of course, we could do a similar situation over here to spit the paper out in that direction with a bunch more trees. Which I think is probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. Now that we know we can put forests anywhere. Here's an interesting question. Yes, yes. We can create water wherever we need to. Okay, so this is incredibly awesome. We're really losing red coins though, and I feel like it's not because of the stuff we're doing. Well, I just moved to another screen accidentally. Just gonna jump this down to 1. Jump this down to 1. Because those guys were chewing up red coins like nobody's business. So this will go a bit slower. So yeah, our red coin industries are going down the toilet. I wish... Oh, we didn't do the reinforced wood construction. We stopped doing that. Cloak. Okay, that's a nice... What else we got? Pickaxe. Shoe. Okay, let's get a workshop. We might need to invest in some of these. This is a farm. We got that farm so we wouldn't run out of berries. Okay. Okay, so what was the biggest thing in here? The cloak. Okay, so let's see if we can get a cloak going. Cloak. Leather. Okay, so we need leather. Warm coat also needs leather. I think I saw that in there somewhere. Shoes need leather and nails. Pickaxe needs iron and reinforced plank. Yeah, I don't want to go through any of these because they require ore, and ore is not something that we have properly figured out yet. So let's have a look at the leather. So if we have a look at... So the problem is the leather is going to need grain, and I'm pretty sure this is where we get leather. Yeah. That needs a whole bunch of stuff. So it needs yellow coins, a ton of animal feed, a ton of water. Damn, that's quite a bit, but at the same time, I feel like this is not producing a lot of grain, is it? At the same time, I feel like leather is something that we kind of want a fair bit of. I mean, we could put it just in here for 3 gold, or we can turn it into shoes for 12 gold. So, yeah. Well, what we could do. Let's think about this, because this is empty. Okay, so this is empty. You still look like you're okay. There's still enough of these. There's a fair bit growing. We're supplying water, which presumably will increase it, but may not be because that's an alpha. But I think the main thing is that you are 600. Okay. Here's the question. If you are stuck at 600 cloth, why is the cloth cart not stuck? Why is this wagon not stuck? You should be 100% stuck. But you're not. You just go back and forward. Which is maybe not a bad thing because, you know, it's not taking any. It's all going into here. So maybe that's alright. So now it's got 4. Input, output. Okay, so this is still doing stuff. Not as good as it could be, but this is still working continuously, so I feel like that's okay. Yeah, so this cloth, now it's stuck. Okay, now it's stuck. Base level 5. I don't like having this as the central location, as the representation of my global inventory. It kind of feels like it shouldn't just be one building. Was there help on that? Help. Items. No. Tips. Shared inventory. Everything in your base, as well as any items stored in barns. Okay, so barns are what we need. Okay, so barns are the shared inventory. Okay. Which means... so what we really need to be doing is taking all the cloth and putting it back here, because this is a barn. You're building wheels. I'm happy with the wheels to stay in here, because that's not too far away. Okay, so barns count towards this, apparently, so that's nice. So, good thing is we won't have to do any of this double dealing sort of stuff, and we can cut down on the wagons as well, apparently. We can just put them, anything we send over here that's too far away, we can just put in barns. So what's this guy doing? He's doing that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's fix this situation up. Barn. Okay. So you get deleted. Now, you still need people populating you with stuff. And now when you produce something, it goes on the conveyor belt into the barn. So we got one in the barn there, and we've got 334. So if we look at this, 335. Okay, so that's definitely counting the barn stuff. I really wish we could duplicate this bar, have another bar below it, but maybe that's an alpha problem. I didn't actually check whether this game is in alpha or not. I'm assuming it is, or it needs more work, but hopefully it's still being worked on. Hopefully it isn't like a dead game or something like that, because it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, so what are our two aims here? Mining, definitely getting a renewable source for minerals. Maybe put that over there, I'm not sure. And leather. I feel like we need a leather thing going on. So anytime we need trees, we can just plant a bunch of trees. And that doesn't cost a prohibitively large amount of money. We're getting very low on red coins though. Okay, let's do a quick look. So this takes red coins. This is a big sucker of red coins. Herbs as well takes red coins. No, none of these. Do you guys take... No, you take yellow coins. That's fine. Barn, workshop, anything over here? No, none of these take red coins. I don't think the kitchen takes red coins either. No, it doesn't look like it. So it's this situation which takes red coins. Okay. So you are getting deleted. We are no longer taking that. We got a ton of blue coins. I'm still not sure what they're used for. And we're completely tapping ourselves out of red coins in the process. So I'm going to shut this whole thing down. Well, I'm not going to shut it down. I'm going to let it go. But eventually it'll back up. And then it'll be fine. Okay, awesome. So, what's the next step? I think we need to work on our red coins. Definitely metal will be a thing. We need to work on this. Okay. Once we get metal, we can start working on that. Cloak. I think leather has to be the next thing. Unless we want to... Oh, these are metal as well. So I think... Yeah, and then the cloak is like 20, but it's... All it is leather and cloth. And cloth is not that hard to make either, so we could make a cloak making thing out here somewhere. Where do we want to do it? Could do it out here. We'll need another one of these though. But what we could do is we could put another farm over this side. Yes, and then we could start sucking up the other bits. Okay. So that sounds like a good idea. So that'll give us another source of cloth. Now, ideally, we'd want to cannot afford. Okay, so we can't do any terraforming whatsoever. Can I turn you off? I can turn you off. Okay, I'm just going to turn these guys off completely because we got no red coins whatsoever. Okay, so we're recovering a little bit of red coins, just a little bit. Okay, and then we put this up. 5. Come on, give me 5 red coins. That's all I want. We still got things making red coins, right? There we go. There's a bunch of shirts coming in. Boom. That'll be a bunch of red coins. There we go. That's what I like to see. It's not a real game unless you start running really low on resources. Okay, that's overlapping quite a bit with some of the other ones, but what we might do is this. So there's no overlap. How far up the hill are you? Are you actually up the hill? You are up the hill. Okay, that's not good. I was going to dig a water hole next to it, but you know what? It's just growth speed. We got so much here. I don't know if we need to worry about growth speed, so I guess we're not going to. We're not going to worry about growth speed. Okay. What is this? This is a workshop. Okay, let's get another workshop. How knocked up are you? Not very. We could actually route a conveyor belt around and chuck it in there as well, and then both of the... No, we want separate chains. It's completely separate chains, because if we have completely separate chains, then you can't have one of them sucking up all the resources from another one. Oh, god damn it. I can see now why they've got an option for getting rid of all of the freaking grass, because this is very annoying. Okay, how do we do this? Okay, well, we got to move this over to there, and then we got to remove these, and we got to move this. It definitely needs to be there. We do it like that. Okay, that looks a little bit nicer. Okay. So the conveyors work on downslopes, but they don't work on corner bits, like corner downslopes, apparently. Okay, so got some cloth there. That's pretty sweet. Now we need leather, which is going to require another farm, a grain farm this time. And then the grain farm turns the grain. Oh, what was all the leather? The leather was crazy, wasn't it? Do we put it over here? No, I don't know if I want to rip up those carrots. Let's purchase this section and purchase this. That's a lot of gold, but okay. Oh, we got the mine, and we got a earth temple as well. which I don't think we can move. No, we can't move that. So that'll be when we get around to the these crystals. Then we'll have to send them over to there and do it over there. Just like I think it was the air one was the other one we found. Air. Funnily enough, air is in the desert, and earth is... I would have thought earth would be in the desert. That makes a bit more sense. Earthstone. These guys... don't... Funnily enough, they don't actually take earthstones. But anyway. Do we keep going with this? Well, let's see. Let's see what the mine's all about. Mine. Okay. Okay, so it's linking to all those guys, so that's nice. Linking to all of them. Cannot afford. What does it need? What do you need, mine? It needs 20 rails. Okay. Okay. How do we build rails? That'd be a workshop recipe, I'm guessing. Maybe a workshop. No, it doesn't seem like it. It would be in that metallurgy section. You know what? I'm going to put all the metal stuff over here. We got tons of stuff. I don't know if the mine does stone as well, but yeah, it looks like we can get some great stuff over here. So first of all, we need to get the machine shop. Is this what makes rails? It is what makes rails. Okay. So we could get rails automated over here. We can get gears. We can get iron wheels. We can get everything over here automated. Maybe not metal conveyor belts because they need this stuff, but we'll see how we go. Okay. So we haven't found a use for blue coins yet. So I'm not worried about getting a ton of them. We could upgrade this. I'm not in a super rush though. I do want to upgrade these houses though. Oh god, that thing sticking out is just annoying me. Oh, we actually moved it up to level 4 by accident. What is this? Cloth and money. We got plenty of cloth. Okay, so I'll move all these guys up to level 4 as well. But not level 5 because we cannot afford all of that red coin. I do like this system, the red coin, the funky red coin system. And we're officially out of gold coins. Hopefully that comes back fairly soon. I believe we've got a net positive growth on the gold coins, although we have been building quite a few machines that actually use up gold coins, so we'll just have to see. What do we got here? Steam power, advanced logistics, jewelry. Do we have anything over here? Jewelry, mana. Oh god, this has got to be for like purple, maybe purple coins. That's crazy. These are all completely useless. Absolutely 100% useless because look at the icons. They're all alpha related stuff. So I guess we'll do this. That'll suck our red coins out quite a bit. But I guess we'll do it. We're getting a decent amount of red coins now. Do we want to get back and get the cloaks done? Or do we want to get onto... I feel like we want to get onto the metal. Although the metal is going to be painful. Now, you know what I want to do? I want to get these two automated in a nice way. I want to get them automated in a nice way and get them put into a barn. So that'll be what we do. So rail tile. Okay. We should have enough of that stuff in there. Now, we've got to be careful here. Because if we overpopulate, then we're going to end up with extra crap. So how do I put exactly 20? Okay, so this... Alright, I think I've got it. So, building the mine takes exactly 20 rail tiles, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the worker, and we're going to say, what does this thing need again? So it needs planks into here, and this thing, that into there, and this thing, iron into there. I said iron into there. So this will fill it up, but it won't spend any of it. And once it gets maxed, we're going to pull all these idiots off. We're going to let it run. We're going to pull all the rails out, and then we're going to repeat the process. And that means we're going to produce exactly 20 rails, and we are not going to have any wasted inputs. Because I remember last time we had inputs in there, and then, yeah, as soon as I destroyed the thing, they just got thrown away. Now, the thing is, we're probably going to need multiple mines. I mean, but right now the only thing we really care about is iron. We don't care about coal, although we will need it for fuel, but we can just get a forest, local forest set up for that. Stone is going to be somewhat important, maybe for some of these products, like this. I think this needs stone, but yeah. Not going to worry about it too much. Okay. You almost done? You should be done at the same time. Maybe. Okay. So you go over here. You go over here. And you go over here. And we need a fourth person who's going to shift all the rail tiles for us. You take all the rails over to there. Beautiful. So now we're going to have exactly 20 rail tiles. Nothing more, nothing less. Ah, it's raining outside. I love it when it rains outside. Okay, 2 workers. Okay. You're taking stone. You are not the person that I want. I want this person. He's currently jumping back and forward. We'll let him finish. Although we've got 0 workers now, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll let this guy finish. Technically, we don't need to worry about him because... so what have you got? You got wood. Wooden planks in there. You got iron in there. And you got stone. That looks nothing like stone, what you're holding. Okay. So we're going to let this ramp up to... Oh, what happened? One of these just went down. I'm not sure why they just went down, but... I turned the workers off. It should not have gone down. Anyway. Go away. You go away. You, yeah, definitely got to stop using this for central storage. Got to find something else. Got to start putting barns everywhere, I guess. So, we got that process running. Let's try and multitask. Let's try and get this going. So we got lots of cloth. Now we need a 3-tier process. So let's start with this guy, the pasture. I don't think we need a lot of space around here, but we need a little bit of space. Let's put the pasture over here. Okay. So you got a little bit of space. So this is going to provide leather and fertilizer. Now this is going to be a problem because the conveyor belt doesn't know what it's doing and it's going to put out the fertilizer as well as the leather. So we might need an actual person here to do this sort of stuff. An actual person to move it back and forward. But that's fine. Okay, so this is fabric. You are going to be building cloaks. Build it out here because we're reducing 4 resources down to 1, and I don't want to have to transport all this crap if I don't have to. Not actually accepting inputs, really. You should be filling up right now. That's very weird. Oh, it's because this is on a... It's because it's on a stilts. It's on stilts. I hate buildings that are on stilts. Yeah, look at this crap. So we push that up. Push that up. Okay. Now we might... No, that's still not going to work, is it? Workshop. That's going to make it even worse. I have seen stuff like structural blocks. Structural blocks. Scaffolding ramp. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to X that. We're going to move this. Okay, we can't move that. Okay, so we're going to build a structural block, scaffolding ramp, and then we're going to put a conveyor. We're going to delete that. We're going to do a conveyor, and this time we're going to make sure it goes the right way. And now we assign a cloak recipe. Okay, that is excellent. Now we're going to have a worker. You are going to get all the leather and put it in there. And it has to be a worker because... Okay. So I wonder how close this is. Okay, that's pretty close. So you got... Alright, so I just gave you free water. That's excellent. Now you just need animal feed. So let's get a farm. No, we don't want a farm. We need a grain mill, actually. We can put the grain mill there. That's fine. Animal feed. And now we need an actual farm. Well, I keep pressing W for some reason when I'm in here, and it never works out. Okay. So, we can't do grain yet because there is no grain. So, let's get the old farm tiles out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And plant some grain. I don't know how much of this leather we need, but it should be okay. Grain. This place, I don't think... No, this is on the other side of the water, so yeah. Okay, so these are going to grow. They're going to move into here. They're going to become this, which then goes into here, which becomes this, which then goes into here, which becomes this. Which then we get a road, I guess. We get a road going like that, which is extremely messy, but I guess it does the job. And we get a wagon. Get the cloak. I'm going to move it all the way over to the general store. And hopefully we're not backing up. I mean, this one... this one is actually backing up. It's really backing up, okay. I wouldn't have thought it'd be backing up because I thought that stuff was getting screwed over, but apparently it's backing up. Now, I don't think we're in danger of these guys getting trapped. Potentially. There we go. We'll give it a little bit more space. We'll give a nice road. over there. So the grain's being produced. It's producing this. Output is leather, which this guy's bringing over. Can't use a conveyor belt because the logic thing which says, oh, you know, you can only do one thing, isn't working. So, well, anyway, we got our first cloak. Cloak number 1. Cloak number 1 should be worth 20 red things. Yes. 20 red things. Okay, so that's excellent. So now, let's get back to this. So you have, you are full, full, full. So this should give us 20 rails, which should be enough for our first mine. And that's what we'll aim to do, is we'll build a first mine. And given that we've gone through this much pain, I'm going to be very upset if this mine does not actually give me unlimited iron ore. But I think it will. I'm pretty sure it will. Can't even purchase this. I'm so low on gold. But we're getting bonus gold. We're getting gold coming out. So I think you guys are not necessary anymore. You are not necessary. We'll keep this around because we can move it. Build mine. Yes, we can build the mine. Okay, so this is a good starting position. And if we put it right here, then we automatically have 37. This takes that. Now, this is farming / mining. We can place stone. We can place iron ore deposit. Do these regenerate? That is going to be the question of the day. If logic serves me, then yes, they should be, but I do not know. Okay. Move. So let's... I don't think any of these will regenerate, but these ones might. Okay, so you're deleted. I'm going to move this whole setup over. So you get deleted as well. You get moved. Let's put that over there. Let's grab the other one. Put that over there. Now we really need a splitter here. Normally what I would do is I'd have 2 mines, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a barn. Okay. And where's that other forge? Build that over there. Need to worry these out a bit. Okay, that's much better. Maybe this one as well. Okay. So conveyor for this one and this one, and then a conveyor for this guy. Is the game paused? The game is paused, okay. So this guy is going to be doing iron plate. This one is going to be doing nails. So we're going to have somebody doing that. These guys obviously both need fuel. Somehow they've kept all of their fuel though, so that's very interesting. Let's build a couple of barns. We might have some logistics going on here with regards to how these barns work, but... Oh, what the hell are you doing? You are way out of your depth, buddy. There's got to be a nail one somewhere around here as well. It's nice that they lock on, though, that they keep a hold of that, but... Okay, barn. What is this? Bundles and unpacks items. Okay. That sounds fun. So that's like squishing items. Item squishing. Which is, yeah, might be really nice. So a little bit, we don't really need it at the moment. Okay. Now these are going to run out of fuel very soon. So what we do is we have a forager, a forester, right here, right between them. Right there. And then we build a few tree planters. This is like the smallest amount of trees that we can get. We're going to need a person here. So you're going to do trees. We're going to have a conveyor belt going out there. And we're going to have a person pulling the wood out of here. And putting it into there. So, there we go. This should be a fully working system. So we've got iron here. We've got nails. As soon as these trees grow up, we should be fine. Let's have a look at our other tree setups. Make sure they're still working. Okay, so this one seems to be working. This one is worrying a bit about lumber. No, well, this one's still running full speed. Basically full speed. I'm not sure if it's running full speed all the time, but we're doing pretty well. I'm not sure how much more research we're going to need to do anyway. Grain is going okay, not super great. But this has 2 cloaks. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay. So anyway, we got a bunch of nails in there. This needs some fuel. These are still growing. So once they grow, this will get fuel and this will get fuel. Okay, now these gears are made in the machine shop. Without splitters working, a lot of this is going to be very painful. But I guess we just have to do it because the splitters just aren't working. Rail stops, barrier gates. We're going to have to use people. We're going to have to use these people as sort of the, there's that bloody wagon. Go away, wagon. Okay, these trees almost grown up. Hopefully we don't use that much wood. We'll have to see. If we use a ton of wood, then we can just expand this. The thing I don't like is that this is kind of stuck. At this point, it's kind of stuck in the side. Here we go. Started to produce a bit of wood. This one's going again. This one's not really going. I see. It goes up for 2 every time a bit of wood goes across. Okay. So what should happen is once this backs up, then this guy should start filling in the nails, which is fine. It means that we'll always get iron going before we get nails going, which is... which is okay. Although what we'll probably do if we ever go to a mega base is it's going to be one of these per thing. So we have one iron deposit for nails and one iron deposit for iron, and then we'll just have this whole setup, but we won't have this extra forge and barge going off. We'll never split it all. Basically, we'll merge resources when they need to be merged, and we can have multiple people Like we could. What we could do is... Actually, I think that's... Well, let's see. We could set up another forester just for this one. But maybe we don't need to. Okay, steam power. Performance bonus. Okay. So that's very interesting. Are you nearly backed up? You're not getting backed up. These are run out of trees already. All the trees are regrowing. Okay. Maybe this is not enough. Maybe this is not enough. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to delete that. And move this over one. And then move it over one. Oh, God. Move it over one again. And then get rid of this dumbass. Go away, dumbass. Then we're going to move it one again so we could turn it. Put that there. Okay, so now you're done. And then we get a different one over here, a different forester. I suppose we could do coal as well, but no, we're not going to do coal as well because we need another mine, and the cost of that mine is very, very expensive. It's like so expensive. Now, I'm going to give this guy a bit more trees because he's going to be a little bit busier. Plant trees. Select wood. There we go. Okay. So now these are almost disconnected. We've still got one mine throwing out the iron, which goes into two different places, which is fine because we got more than enough of this coming out. And yeah, I'd really like to know if this stuff gets regenerated, if this stuff gets redug or something like that when there's a mine. Well, what is this saying? So apparently speed from nearby resources. So this is below max. This is a bit below max. I can't tell what it's actually taking from. Does it do it randomly from one at a time? I feel like it's draining all of them little bits at a time. So we go to here. 473. So there's 37. So every 37 that comes out, this number should go down. So let's just sit back and watch it. Do we need to watch it? We know which one it is. It's this one. So it's 473. So the one, 472. And I think it wobbled when it took stuff from it as well. I can't see any more wobbling. Oh, I thought I just saw that one wobble. I don't know. But this one definitely went down to 472. So I think it is going around all of them. Whether or not it will regenerate remains to be seen. But I really like the idea of infinite resources. I'm going to be very unhappy if these aren't unlimited resources. Especially because it's a mine. So, how are we doing here? How are we doing? I think it's time we go for this. Iron wheel. I'd love to get that. I'd love to get that. So let's send this guy over. Let's see what we can do here. So iron wheel. Just needs iron. Okay, excellent. I'm not sure I want to automate this particular process yet. So it's 20, so we can produce 10 at a time. So let's get you to get all of that stuff in there. Oh, we're already making it. That's okay. So this will produce 10, and then it'll have 20 iron plates stacked up, which will be another 10, and we need 20 total. So we can just let that run until it's completely finished, and by the time it's finished, this guy will be stacked up and filled up all the input for the next 10, which will fulfill our needs entirely. Now we'll need a barn to put it all in, but obviously we're not going to hook up the barn yet because that would screw everything up. Or actually, we could just get them to put it back in the same barn. We'll have another barn here. All the 20 that go in here will get used straight away, so that's fine. So that'll give us more research options as well, because right now I'm guessing we got, just this. Just advanced logistics, which is kind of a complete waste. I think we're starting to fall into the end game though. We're getting to jewelry and all of this sort of stuff, so definitely getting into the end game. Yeah. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like maybe I'll want to restart this game, but on a plateau. Like, completely flat. Almost a creative. And then design it from there and do a mega base. I don't know. I don't know yet, but... I suppose this time we'll get all the research out of the way. We'll see how we go. Why you have to walk all the way over to there? Something about the middle of buildings these little people like. They just like for some reason. Okay. Okay. So you got one more. And then you're gone. And then we do this. And we already got the workers at 5, so I guess that got saved from last time because I had workers at 5 and then I moved it, so okay. Beautiful. As far as gameplay mechanic goes, the fact that you could double the speed but it takes 4 extra workers is a very interesting gameplay mechanic. Because you can double it and it's so easy to double it, but it punishes you so badly when you do it. And then you just turn it off by removing the worker, and then that's a free worker as well, so that's even better. Okay, so 21? How did you get 21? Somebody screwed me. I swear to God, somebody screwed me. All right. House max increased by 5. Specialty goods. All right. Mana purification. Jewelry. Specialty goods has got to be the next best thing, I guess. What are you doing? You're a wagon full of iron. You're going over to here. But you're not doing anything because you ain't got no nails. What is this? Iron. You do not need to be here anymore. This is going to happen somewhere else. So you're getting deleted. You're getting deleted. And since you were just providing that, you are getting deleted as well. So yeah, that process no longer needs to happen. That's a I thought I already deleted a nail wagon. Maybe not. Yeah, but we'll be doing that process over here, I guess, the reinforced wood. So you, I guess we'll delete you. You had 1 wheel, but whatever. So this will continue to fill up. This is already completely filled up, so that's really nice. This is going okay. This tree's, I'm guessing this tree's nearly dead, but another one just grew up, so that's beautiful. So it seems like that's the right amount of trees, and this one obviously is completely backed up. So, are we going to finish the episode here? It's not a bad idea. We're starting to get into a weird position where this is just completely overwhelmed, this area with all the bloody houses. And we got 5 more houses as well. What do we do here? Do we build another row of houses over here? I mean, we got room for 4 more houses easily, but then it wanted 5, which kind of makes it awkward. We just stick another one here, I guess. 20, 20, 20, 20. But we got so many people, maybe it's not a big deal. Did my production go up when the happiness went up to 60? No. Oh yeah, it did. 50%. Okay. So it goes up in smaller stages, I guess, as it gets higher. And we might have to work on gold as well, because gold is not as high as it probably should be. Milk. I thought we had other gold stuff in here. I thought we had better. We got bread coming in from somewhere. We got berries coming in from everywhere. We got tons of berries. Are they actually double stacking berries at all? No, it doesn't look like it. I guess the green just measures if they're consuming, and the blue measures if they're still happy about it. So we got enough of them that there's nobody who consumes, and then their happiness meter disappears before they get another one. I think it just went down to 19 for a sec there. But that's pretty good. So if we had green everywhere, then that means we've got a perfect amount, maybe even more. And this amount means that where there's some gap, but the gap is not causing us to lose happiness. Whereas this one, the gap is causing us to lose happiness. We do not have enough bread. Not enough bread. Can we do anything about that? So we got enough wood. The wood's fine. You got that. You just don't have enough of this. Maybe we can do with this. We can't really do water, and I'm not sure I want to do water. But let's finish off with doing this. Farm tile. It's another 7, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I added 12 to both of them. And we can put a bunch more at the back there. And we can put a bunch more over there. So this is much easier than getting fertilizer or water up here. Although, you are flat. I have a feeling this is... the grid overlay doesn't show height. That's not as useful. But this is flat. I think this is level 0. So if we do this, then we got water. And if we do that, then we got no more water. But these guys are on a hill. So, yeah. That's fine. I mean, we more than doubled the amount of grain on here. So that should definitely keep it up. Keep it going. So how much are you doing? 1.5 seconds, you get one of those. So let's have a look. So 1 every 1.5, which means we get 2 every 1.5. Which means we get 4 every 3 seconds. We produce 4 every 3 seconds. 4 every 3. Does the time change when I do this? No. So we produce 4 every 3 seconds. And we need 3 every 4 seconds. This game is just screwing with me. 4 every 3. So 4 over 3 is 1 1/3. So 1 1/3 times 4 is going to be 5 1/3. 5 1/3. So 5 1/3 over 4 is going to be, what is this? 5, 16 and over 3. Sixteen over 3 is over 9. So 16 over 9. And 16 over 9, what's that as a percentage? So 16 over 9 as a percentage, that's too hard to calculate. That's screwing with my brain. But we want to increase this. Okay. So 245. So 16 over 9 is is not quite double. So if we go 140, we'll go to 245. So 280 is too much. But 4 is probably fine. So 263 over 9, that we're going to be more efficient now. Okay, so this guy's got a ton of grain. This guy's got a ton of grain. They're going full speed. Okay. It's not really getting backed up. Neither of these are really getting backed up. They're going in full speed. If we push this up to 5, I'm guessing we'll start to see this input count go down. It'll start to get used up faster than it's going in. Yeah. So that's slowly dropping. Okay, so we'll put it back down to 4. Now. And yeah, we just got one worker here, and he's using 2 every 4 seconds, and we're producing 1 every 4 seconds, but doubled. So yeah, this guy can easily handle it. So yeah, so we've definitely improved our bread production here, which is nice. And yeah, I think we're gonna finish it off here. That should help our gold situation quite a bit. Oh my god, these little hills. I swear to god, these little hills. You're full, you're full. Okay, so we might start automating stuff with metals later on. Maybe automate rails. If we automate rails, then we can get some more mines. And if we get tons of mines, metal conveyor belt and mana crystal. Okay, so that's quite a bit. What research did we unlock by upgrading that? Let's have a look at that. Okay, mana purification, jewelry, gold, polished stone, magic. Oh. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's turn this on, turn this on, and turn this on. So we'll start to spend some red stuff. But we're getting a pretty decent amount of red stuff coming in, so that's okay. And I think we'll finish it off here, because I need to go and have dinner. I've definitely been casting this for a while. Oh, is that gold? No, that's an airstone. It's an airstone. Is there gold? I saw... Well, we need gold, so I'd love to see some gold somewhere. Is there gold over here? Hey, gold ore. Look at that. Very, very nice. Okay. Be nice if it was with the rest of the minerals over in the desert, but... Yeah, that's alright. We can probably plant some gold. Is that how it works? Yeah, place gold ore. Yeah, as long as we've got the actual stuff, we can place it. It just costs a bunch of money. So we can do that. We can place gold ore wherever we want. And then, is this regenerating? It's gotta be. It's gotta be regenerating. 465. I think it was 470 something before. We're never going to tell because this is going to work down so slowly, but it's going to be interesting because if you plant gold in a certain situation and then you mine it, and then by mining it, it goes down, but then it regenerates, that's crazy, because how is it like you're moving the gold over to this spot and then the mine is suddenly finding it underground because you moved it over there? That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, we'll just have to see. What we might do, and this might be a plan, is, so we got remove resources. So this costs gold to remove. Does it start to cost red coins or something if we start to remove the really heavy stuff? Doesn't look like it. It looks like it just does coin. So maybe what we should do is we should really start to push this red coins, and then maybe I can do mass flattening of a whole lot of stuff if we've got a ton of red coin like this. See, that's, if I do 25 there, that's pulling this whole thing down. So doing the whole lot here, that would cost thousands. But we might be able to save up to it at some point, maybe. I would love to make the entire map flat. I'm not sure if I can do it, though. I'm not sure how possible it is. But definitely this section, maybe we can make it flat. What happens when you make something flat and it's got resources on it? Okay. That seems to work. That seems to be okay. We kind of screwed that up now, but... Well, that sort of just repaired it and spent a couple of hundred red at the same time. But anyway, we are definitely finishing it off here because this video is ages long. We're setting records on video length every single time I play this. It's incredible. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. And yeah, have a good one.